Welcome to the podcast for and about Colorado Springs. I'm your host, Brittany Felix, and every Monday through Friday I'll be talking about a different aspect relating to the Springs, including upcoming events, restaurant reviews, local business spotlights, media coverage about the Springs, public works projects, local activities, answering your questions about the city, and much, much more. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss any of the updates. And also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find links to all of those social media accounts at springspodcast.com/social media. The Colorado Springs podcast is proudly sponsored by Elevation Hydration. Elevation Hydration is the only hydration therapy clinic serving Colorado Springs, and they are dedicated to helping you elevate your life. They use intravenous vitamin therapy to help athletes needing a boost of energy or help recovering after a tough competition, people experiencing cold-like symptoms or dehydration from the flu, anyone needing to recover quickly from a rough night out. I'm looking at you, college kids. And just anyone wanting a healthy alternative to preventative care. They have a wide variety of hydration packages to help address whatever your needs are. They're conveniently located inside Lush Beauty Lounge at 812 Village Center Drive, and if you mention this podcast during your visit, you'll receive $10 off any hydration package. To learn more about Elevation Hydration or to schedule an appointment, visit springspodcast.com/hydrate. Welcome to episode 8 of the Colorado Springs podcast. Today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I like to highlight public works projects or talk about some governmental updates or just kind of news that just involves the city as a whole or, in general. So today I'm going to talk about a situation that some of you may not be aware of, and that is the legal battle going on between Chittick Excavating and Colorado Springs Utilities. And basically, the short of it is this has been going on for a couple of years now, actually. It started when Chittick Excavating was working on a housing development near Fort Carson, and a Colorado Springs utilities inspector revoked the license of one of the employees to install utility lines in August 2013. And they also further ordered that no Chittick's workers would be allowed to perform such installations. And Chittick's claimed that Colorado Springs Utilities did not follow city code and the utilities policy. And the owner, Shane Chittick, also claimed that his property was taken without just compensation. He experienced deprivation of property in violation of due process, inverse condemnation, wrongful license revocation, defamation, intentional interference with contractual relationships, lost revenue, and a loss of business advantage or opportunity. The case was heard by jury, and they sided with Chittick Excavating and awarded Chittick $1.5 million in damages, and also ordered Colorado Springs Utilities to pay almost $150,000 in attorney's fees, a little over $14,000 in court costs, and $5,600 in pre-judgment interest, with a post-judgment interest of 0.58% compounded annually until the debt is paid. Now, the story does not end here, however. The city did appeal this decision, and as part of that process, they had to post a bond covering 125% of the damages. However, the city filed a motion stating that they didn't feel they should have to post a bond, and this motion was denied by a U.S. district judge. So the representative for Chittick, upon realizing they were not paying the bond to appeal this decision, thought they were going to pay the settlement amount that had been agreed, which is being quoted as being an amount that is pennies on the dollar. And then this is where it gets even more complicated. The city council, by law, is not allowed to reach a decision in executive session without it being open to the public. And it's claimed that in a closed-door executive session, the city decided to reject the settlement offer. The counsel for Chittick states that they were notified by a federal mediator that the city was rejecting this decision. The city is claiming they did not reach a decision rejecting this settlement in that closed-door session. So it's still a he said, she said at this moment. The city is stating they never denied the settlement, and Chittick is stating that they did, and not only did they do so, but they did it in a manner which violated proper procedures. So in mid-December, as reaction to the fact that they still had not received any of the money they had been awarded, the representatives for Chittick's excavating did send out writs of garnishment and had federal marshals serve them to several banks. And they filed a judgment with El Paso County, having liens placed against all properties owned by Colorado Springs and Colorado Springs Utilities. And on December 21st, an amended final judgment was entered on behalf of Chittick's Excavating, and it does state that the judgment has been awarded, and basically it is what it is, and the city is just going to have to take care of it. And these types of liens basically means that the cities and the utilities assets are frozen until these court damages are paid. I could not find any update beyond the official judgment that went into record on December 21st. So I'm not sure what the update has been since then. If anybody knows, please reach out to me. I would love to know that for my own curiosity's sake, but also to relay to the residents of Colorado Springs, because this is a very important situation that is happening. If you would like to read up some more on this, I will have links to my sources where I obtained this information in the show notes on my website, and you can find those at springspodcast.com/008. And of course, those are the actual numbers, 008. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Just wanted to make everyone aware of the situation if you were not already. And tomorrow we're going to have something more fun, more upbeat, and I am going to review another local restaurant here in Colorado Springs. And a little heads up, we absolutely loved it. So I highly recommend that you do not miss tomorrow's episode so that you can hopefully have a new favorite restaurant if it's not one of yours already. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you back here tomorrow.